Good evening and welcome to Dallas Stadium for a huge FIFA World Cup 2026 round of 16 clash. Portugal versus Spain. The stadium is packed, the noise is electric, and the weather is warm but perfect for a knockout battle. Two European giants, one ticket to the quarterfinals, and absolutely no room for mistakes. Spain arrive unbeaten, confident, and chasing another clean sheet with their smooth possession football. Portugal bring experience, discipline, and of course Cristiano Ronaldo, still capable of turning one half chance into history. It is youth versus experience, control versus counterattack, patience versus power. The fans are ready, the players are ready. The referee checks his watch. Portugal and Spain are about to begin. The first minute, the whistle echoes around Dallas, and here we go. Spain immediately settle into their trademark passing rhythm, knocking the ball around with the confidence of a team that believes it owns every blade of grass. Portugal stay compact, Cristiano Ronaldo pointing and organizing before barely 5 seconds have passed. The tension is electric, the noise is deafening, and nobody wants to blink first. The third minute, Spain wastes no time trying to stretch the pitch. Oyarzabal tests Diogo Costa from distance with an early effort. Comfortable save, but that's an early warning shot. Portugal respond by pressing higher, while João Neves takes a heavy challenge from Yamal. No complaints, just World Cup football at full intensity. The 5th minute, Portugal target the left flank through Nuno Mendes. A long throw crashes into the penalty area, but Cucurella rises like he rented the sky for the afternoon and heads everything clear. Spain calmly recycle possession as if nothing ever happened. The 7th minute, João Cancelo decides subtlety is overrated. He receives a huge diagonal from Mendes and unleashes a thunderbolt from nearly 25 yards. The ball keeps climbing and climbing. Somewhere a fan in row Z has just caught a priceless souvenir. The 9th minute, what a chance. Spain slice Portugal apart with beautiful one-touch football. Baena finds Olmo, almost slips the perfect through ball into Oyarzabal's path. He's completely through, one-on-one. He shoots wide. The entire Spanish bench already had their arms raised. Even some Portugal supporters looked convinced it was going in. Somehow, incredibly, the score stays 0-0. That miss could become one of those moments commentators replay all night long. The 11th minute, Portugal win the first corner of the match. Bruno Fernandes swings it dangerously toward the penalty spot. Ronaldo immediately appeals for a penalty after some wrestling inside the box, throwing both arms into the air. Anthony Taylor isn't interested. Play on. The crowd reacts louder than the referee. The 13th minute. Here comes Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes robs Pedri in midfield and instantly releases Cristiano into space. The veteran wastes no time, driving a low shot toward goal. Unai Simon reacts brilliantly. Strong hands. Another corner. The Portuguese fans rise to their feet, sensing momentum beginning to swing. The 15th minute. This has become an outstanding tactical battle. Spain continue dominating possession, but Portugal are growing more dangerous every time they break forward. Both defenses remain disciplined, refusing to gift each other even half a yard. The 17th minute, double save. This is world-class goalkeeping. Spain explode forward on the counter. Lamine Yamal bends a wonderful effort toward the far corner. Diogo Costa flies across to parry it. The rebound falls kindly for Baena. He fires again. Costa somehow gets there again. 2 spectacular saves inside seconds. The Portuguese goalkeeper is performing miracles, and his teammates rush over to congratulate him as if he'd already scored himself. The 19th minute. An interesting statistic flashes across the broadcast. This is the earliest stage of a World Cup since 2014, where 2 top 5 FIFA-ranked nations have met. And honestly, it feels exactly like it. Every duel carries knockout intensity. Every mistake could become history. The 21st minute. Portugal finally string together another promising attack. Fernandes lets fly from outside the box after clever movement around Spain's defense. Over the crossbar. The offside flag appears anyway, but Portugal are asking increasingly difficult questions. The 23rd minute. Hydration break. Both coaches immediately gather their squads. Luis de la Fuente gestures endlessly about quicker passing. Roberto Martinez points repeatedly toward the flanks, encouraging even more runs from Mendes and Cancelo. Players gulp water. Commentators catch their breath. Fans absolutely do not. The 25th minute. We're back underway. Spain still looks slightly sharper going forward, but Portugal refuse to panic. Every interception is celebrated like a goal. Every clearance earns applause from thousands wearing red and green. This has become a fascinating chess match. except both players occasionally flip the board over and sprint toward goal. The 27th minute, Cucurella slides in with a perfectly timed tackle to stop Pedro Neto bursting down the wing. Outstanding defending, no drama, no foul, just perfect timing. The 29th minute, Spain continue knocking insistently on Portugal's door. Pedri floats a delightful delivery toward Olmo, whose header can't quite find the target. The offside flag eventually arrives, but Spain are beginning to camp inside Portuguese territory. The 31st minute, more patient Spanish footballs. Porro charges down the right. Mendes tracks every movement. Corner, short routine, another dangerous cross, another whistle. The defensive lines from both teams are holding remarkably well. The 33rd minute, what a move. Spain carved through midfield with breathtaking speed. Yamal slips Olmo into the right side of the area. He flashes a vicious ball across the 6-yard box. Nobody in red can apply the finishing touch. Portugal survive again. Sometimes defending is simply about surviving the storm. The 35th minute. Portugal's attacking numbers remain surprisingly quiet. Spain's midfield continues squeezing every passing lane. Cristiano Ronaldo drops deeper, searching for involvement, but opportunities remain frustratingly rare. The 37th minute, Ronaldo again. Neto delivers an inviting cross. João Felix nods it into the danger area. Cristiano meets it cleanly. Straight at Simon. Not the most difficult save, but at least Portugal finally forced Spain's goalkeeper into meaningful action. The Portuguese captain applauds the deliveries, encouraging his teammates to keep feeding the box. The 39th minute, brief pause. João Felix collides heavily with the advertising boards. Pedro Neto also receives treatment. Both players eventually rise. The crowd applauds. Nobody wants injuries deciding a knockout match. The 41st minute, off the crossbar. Incredible drama. Portugal work a clever short corner. Mendes storms onto the return pass and absolutely hammers a left-footed drive. It deflects. Simon is beaten. Crash. Straight against the crossbar. Spain breathed the biggest sigh of relief imaginable. If that drops 2 inches lower, Portugal are celebrating. Instead, football reminds everyone how cruel centimeters can be. The 43rd minute, another remarkable statistic appears. Cristiano Ronaldo has now taken 17 shots during this tournament, without creating a single chance for a teammate. Numbers never tell the whole story, but they certainly give commentators plenty to talk about. The 45th minute, 6 additional minutes. Neither side looks satisfied with settling for halftime. Spain push, Portugal counter. The pace suddenly increases once again. The 45+2 minute, João Neves tries to lift a clever ball over Spain's back line toward Ronaldo. Unai Simon reads it early and rushes out calmly. At the other end, Yamal sneaks behind Mendes and fires wide, but the flag goes up. Offside saves the teenager from a more awkward replay. The 45+4 minute, Spain win a free kick. Baena clips it toward the far post where Rodri makes a dangerous run. Portugal hold their line and again the flag is raised. Both teams are playing on the edge, but the defensive discipline is excellent. The 45+6 minute, halftime. Portugal 0-0 Spain. A tense, tactical, high-pressure first half ends goalless. Spain have had the cleaner chances, especially Oyarzabal's huge miss and Costa's double save. Portugal have had the loudest scare, with Mendes smashing a deflected effort off the crossbar. The 46th minute. We are back underway in Dallas. No changes at the break. Same players, same tension, same feeling that one mistake could send an entire nation into celebration or heartbreak. The 48th minute. Olmo fouls Ronaldo, and Portugal get a free kick in a useful areas. Fernandes delivers straight into the gloves of Simon. Not Bruno's finest delivery. Somewhere, the set-piece coach just stared silently at the floor. The 50th minute. Yamal tries to cut inside Mendes, but the Portuguese fullback stands firm. Brilliant defending. He doesn't dive in, doesn't panic, doesn't get hypnotized by the teenager's footwork. He simply says, "Not today." The 52nd minute. Portugal break with real speed. Pedro Neto races down the flank and whips a teasing low cross across the 6-yard box. Ronaldo stretches. João Felix attacks the space, but neither can arrive in time. Spain escape, but that was dangerous. That is exactly the kind of ball Portugal need more often. The 54th minute. Ronaldo rolls back the years, gliding past challenges like someone briefly unplugged the aging process. He looks for a foul near the edge of the areas, but Anthony Taylor waves play on. Meanwhile, Nuno Mendes stays down. That is worrying for Portugal. He has been superb so far. The 56th minute. Substitution for Portugal. Nuno Mendes cannot continue. Nelson Semedo comes on. That is a major moment. Mendes had locked down Yamal for most of the match. Now Semedo inherits one of football's most uncomfortable jobs, marking Lamine Yamal in a World Cup knockout game. Good luck, sir. The 58th minute. The second half has not truly exploded yet. Both teams are cautious, maybe too cautious. Spain are patient. Portugal are compact. And the match feels like a pot of water just before boiling. The 60th minute. João Felix clips a smart ball toward the back post. Ronaldo is there. He makes contact, but cannot direct it goalward. Portugal are getting closer to the kind of service Ronaldo wants, but Spain's defenders are doing just enough to disturb him. The 62nd minute. Better from Spain. Pedri finds space inside the D and shoots. Deflected over by Renato Vegas. Corner. Baena takes it, but the delivery disappoints. Yamal then forces another corner with a deflected strike. Baena again. This time Diogo Costa catches calmly. Portugal survive another Spanish wave. The 64th minute. Portugal have done well to slow Spain's creative rhythm. The Spanish attack looks a little pedestrian now, almost like a luxury sports car stuck in traffic. Still dangerous, still elegant, but not moving fast enough. The 60th minute. A shot on target. Baena spins and hits a left-footed effort. Costa gathers comfortably. Not a heart stopper, but at least it wakes the crowd up. The 68th minute. A hydration break. And honestly, the match needed it. Both teams look like they need fresh ideas more than fresh water. The coaches talk intensely. Spain want more vertical passes. Portugal want quicker transitions. The commentators want a goal before extra time makes everyone start calculating penalty takers. The 70th minute. Opta's live probability now suggests extra time is becoming very likely. Spain still carry the higher win chance, but the draw is dominating the numbers and on the pitch. That feels accurate. The match is balanced. The tension is heavy. The goal feels close, but invisible. The 71st minute. Double substitution for Portugal. João Cancelo comes off for Diogo Dalot. João Felix comes off for Rafael Leao. Now this changes the rhythm. Leao brings direct running, speed, chaos, and the general feeling that defenders may need emergency insurance. The 73rd minute. Yamal steps up over a free kick. He bends it on target. Costa tips it over safely. Good effort, not spectacular, but enough to remind Portugal that Spain's teenager only needs one moment to become the headline. The 75th minute. Substitution for Spain. Ferran Torres replaces Alex Baena. Baena worked hard but couldn't quite deliver the killer touch. Ferran brings sharper movement and more penalty box instinct. This substitution will matter later, very much later. The 77th minute. The ball drops kindly to Bruno Fernandes, who strikes a half volley from a difficult angle, side netting. For a second, half the stadium thinks it is in, then reality arrives, wearing Spain colors and breathing heavily. The 79th minute. Good block. Almost spins beautifully into the penalty area and fires. Ruben Dias throws himself across the shot with a magnificent sliding block. That is elite defending. That is captain-level courage. That is the kind of block teammates remember long after the final whistle. The 80th minute. Ferran Torres drives a low cross into the area. Semedo has to react quickly and puts it behind for a corner. Yamal delivers, but the referee spots an infringement. Spain protests mildly. Portugal reorganize quickly. The 82nd minute. Leao tries to take Porro on, but the Spanish fullback stands his ground. The ball pops up harmlessly for Simon. Portugal need Leao running at tired legs more often. Right now, Spain are containing him before he can truly open the throttle. The 83rd minute. Double substitution for Portugal. Pedro Neto is replaced by Francisco Conceição. Vitinha is replaced by Bernardo Silva. Martinez throws more creativity and late-game intelligence onto the pitch. Bernardo arrives with the look of a man who can either unlock a defense or start an argument with geometry. The 85th minute. Double substitution for Spain. Pedri comes off for Fabian Ruiz. Dani Olmo comes off for Mikel Merino. A surprise? Maybe. But De La Fuente is changing the texture of Spain's midfield. More power, more directness, more late runs into the box. Remember Merino's name. The 87th minute. The match is entering hero territory. One goal now probably wins it. One mistake now probably destroys a tournament. Both benches are standing. The crowd can feel it. The commentators should lean into this moment. Two giants, one ticket to the quarterfinals. And time running out, the 89th minute. Yellow card for Bernardo Silva. He crashes clumsily into Merino, nowhere near the ball. The first yellow card of the game arrives very late, but it comes at a dangerous time for Portugal. Spain have a free kick, and from this moment, the match begins to tilt. The 90th minute, the fourth official raises the board. 6 minutes of added time. 6 minutes to decide whether these footballing neighbors settle it now or drag each other into another exhausting 30 minutes. Every touch suddenly feels heavier. Every clearance feels louder. Every supporter is standing. Nobody is sitting anymore. The 90-plus first minute. Go. Spain have found their moment. This is absolutely breathtaking football under the highest pressure imaginable. Spain restart quickly from a free kick instead of slowing the game down. Fabian Ruiz immediately spots Ferran Torres between Portugal's defensive lines. Torres receives with one touch, looks up, slides the most perfectly weighted pass straight into the path of Mikel Merino. One-on-one with Diogo Costa. Merino keeps his composure. Left foot, low into the bottom corner. Goal. Spain lead 1-0. Listen to this stadium. The Spanish bench explodes onto the touchline. Merino sprints toward the corner flag with teammates chasing him from every direction. Ferran Torres deserves enormous credit. His awareness, his vision, his perfectly timed assist, that single pass may have booked Spain's place in the quarterfinals. Meanwhile, Portugal stand frozen. After 90 relentless minutes of defending, one quick combination has finally broken them. Football can be wonderfully cruel. The 90-plus second minute. Portugal barely have time to process what has happened. Remember, the 6 minutes of stoppage time were already announced before the goal. There is still enough time. One attack, one cross, one miracle. Cristiano Ronaldo gathers his teammates together. The message is obvious. Keep believing. The 90-plus fourth minute. Yellow card for Renato Vega. Yamal skips away once again, and Vega simply has to stop him. Professional foul. No arguments. Spain are now expertly managing the clock, forcing Portugal to chase shadows instead of the football. The 90-plus sixth minute. How has that not gone? And Portugal throw absolutely everything forward. Francisco Conceição delivers a sensational cross from the right. Bernardo Silva arrives perfectly. Free header. This is it. He flicks it goalward, onto the roof of the net. Oh my word, for a split second. Thousands of Portuguese supporters celebrate. Then they realize the ball has landed on top of the goal instead of inside it. Bernardo drops to his knees, hands on his head. He knows that was the chance. That was the equalizer. Rodri and Bernardo exchange frustrated words, adding even more emotion to an unforgettable finale. The 90-plus seventh minute. Spain make one final substitution. Mikel Oyarzabal leaves the field. Borja Iglesias comes on. No rush, no panic. Every second matters now. Spain are squeezing every possible moment from the clock. Exactly what experienced tournament teams do. The 90-plus eighth minute. Yellow card for Ferran Torres. Conceição bursts away down the wing. Torres completely wipes him out. No attempt to hide it. No attempt to argue. He accepts the booking immediately. Portugal have one final opportunity to throw everyone into the box. Even Diogo Costa begins edging toward midfield. Everything depends on this. The 90-plus ninth minute. Last chance. Bruno Fernandes swings an outstanding delivery into the danger area. João Neves launches himself into a diving header. The entire stadium holds its breath. It flashes just wide, only inches, only heartbreak. The Portuguese players collapse where they stand. That was the final opportunity. The 90-plus ninth minute. Full time. Anthony Taylor blows the whistle. Spain are through. What a dramatic ending in Dallas. For long stretches, this felt like a tactical chess match between two European heavyweights. With every pass carefully calculated and every defensive line perfectly organized. Portugal defended heroically. Diogo Costa produced outstanding saves. Nuno Mendes was magnificent before injury forced him off. Ruben Dias blocked everything in sight. Ronaldo battled until the final whistle, searching for one last defining World Cup moment. But football often belongs to the substitutes. Luis de la Fuente rolled the dice. Ferran Torres arrived. Mikel Merino arrived. One provided the vision. The other delivered the finish. One perfectly timed move, one clinical left-footed strike, one unforgettable explosion of Spanish celebration. Spain advanced to the quarterfinals with another clean sheet, proving once again that tournament football is not always about creating dozens of chances. Sometimes, it's simply about taking the one that matters most. Portugal leave with pride, but also with regret. Oyarzabal's miss, Costa's heroic saves, Mendes' shot against the crossbar, Bernardo Silva's late header onto the roof of the net. Tiny moments, massive consequences. That is knockout football. that is the FIFA World Cup. What a match. Spain leave it until the very last moments, with Mikel Merino's dramatic stoppage time winner sealing a thrilling 1-0 victory over Portugal and sending La Roja into the FIFA World Cup 2026 quarterfinals. Both teams gave everything on the pitch. Portugal defended brilliantly and created dangerous chances, while Spain showed incredible patience, composure, and delivered when it mattered most. That's the beauty of knockout football. One moment can change everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this full match commentary and highlights, please leave a like, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more exciting FIFA World Cup 2026 match commentaries, highlights, and football content. Who was your man of the match? Let us know in the comments below. See you in the next match. Until then, take care and enjoy the beautiful game.